Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be taking a look at an external NVMe drive enclosure from Nimaso. This is the Nimaso USB 3.1 Gen 2 enclosure for NVMe drives, and at the time of making this video it was the cheapest external NVMe enclosure on Amazon. Inside the box, first we have a small user manual. There's also a short USB-C to USB-C cable. There's a screwdriver with 3 screws included, and finally the enclosure itself. It looks like metal, but it's actually entirely made out of plastic with a shiny grey metallic finish. On the back is the USB-C port, and on top is a power and activity LED. Opening the enclosure is very straightforward. Just push down on the back cover and slide it back. Inside you'll find screw holes for 2230, 2242, 2260 and 2280 sizes of M2 drives. So it's a very flexible adapter. Installation of the SSD is very simple. Just slide the SSD into the M2 slot, replace the single screw and slide on the back cover. Then it's ready to use. I tested the enclosure with the Toshiba Xperia NVMe SSD and plugged it into USB-C port on the M1 MacBook Air. In Blackmagic Disk Speed Test, the drive managed just under 800 megabytes per second for the write speed, and the read speed was slightly higher at an average of around 840 megabytes per second. Meanwhile, in AJ System Test with a 16GB file size, the write speed was a bit lower at 657 megabytes per second, while the read speed was at 868. So the speed, while not quite as fast as more expensive NVMe enclosures, is still more than acceptable, and it's a big improvement over external SATA drives. But there's one issue with this drive that is a real showstopper. It has a tendency to spontaneously disconnect at random and without warning. It might be after 10 minutes or it might be after 2 hours, but it always disconnects, usually when you're in the middle of doing something important. And this problem isn't restricted to macOS either. It also disconnected while I was using it with my Dell XPS 13 running Windows 10. This, to all intents and purposes, makes the enclosure useless because it simply can't be relied upon. Instead, I'd recommend spending a little bit of extra money and getting an enclosure that you can rely on, like the one from Ugreen, which I reviewed in another video, or the Asus Republic of Gamers Arion. Both of those have no connectivity issues and perform very well. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.